Good morning, Leo. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your June 2023 reading. Sorry that it took me so long to get the videos out from, we got May's done, but then life got crazy and I wanted to get some others, but that's life, right? Like, that's just how it rolls sometimes. So, Leo, this will be for June of 2023. This is for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher, if that is you. Welcome to the channel as well. Discern the messages accordingly, guys, always. Leo, interesting as far as meditation. You guys are a bit quiet, the energy that I received, but yet at the same time, it was also about change, like expanding your horizons, moving into something different. Not real sure. You guys, it didn't seem to be real open. It was unique. But I'm going to pull the cards. We're going to see what comes up for you all and just go from there. Leo, if you guys are interested in personal readings, the information is found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. And check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services that I offer through my business, and then all the other things that I do besides tarot and oracle. So with that, let's get started. All right, Leo, let's see what's happening for you guys right now. Welcome into the month of June. We are in Gemini season. I've just got Pisces to finish up, and all of the June readings will be out, so make sure you check your other placements as well. And let's see, Earth Magic 1. I did get the feeling that you guys are starting over in something new, and that Earth Magic being a 1, I'm not surprised. It's almost like you're becoming, the energy I got, Spirit really didn't give me the words, I guess you could put it that way, but I did feel the energy of just kind of like stepping out into her new horizon. The feeling that I got was like this expansive kind of energy. So it could be new creative projects, it could be a lot of different things that are coming in for you, but I also feel like you're finally feeling a bit grounded, where maybe you hadn't felt real grounded before. Maybe things were in upheaval. Spirit is saying the last 2 to 3 months, maybe things just they didn't feel solid. I won't say that they weren't solid, they just didn't feel solid, is how that comes through for me, for you. There's more beyond the surface is also what Spirit is giving me, the power of purpose. Stepping into your independent energy, hitting your mark on things, finding new ways of investment and opportunity as well. So some of you may be leaving a career field, is what I'm getting as well. And it's like, I think you might be finally getting a better idea of what is going to, what do I was saying, where you want to go, put it that way. It's like you've got your eye on the prize kind of energy. So it's good. It's like a direct focus kind of energy, and we'll see how this plays out. Be careful not to burn yourself out as well. That is coming through. It's almost like you may go so hard for so long, or for, it's almost like short stints. Like, so for a week, maybe you're going really, really hard, and then it's like you hit a brick wall, and then you're going, pace yourself for where you're heading, and understand that there's more beyond what you're seeing as well. I do think that you will be met with some challenges along the way, but we're all always met with challenges. Wishing upon a star, hoping for a space of renewal is what I'm hearing from Spirit. That wish, that wish upon a star strikes me as Aquarius kind of energy. Then we've got some earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fire energy as well. Leo, there you are. Aries and Sag. My brain is not working today. It's a Saturday morning. And then seeing beyond. I think that you're in a very hopeful space right now. I think that you are coming out of like a down and out kind of phase, where your energy is starting to optimize for you, where you're starting to feel movement and a desire and a drive with that fire energy to move forward. And you'll get there. You'll get there. It's like starting to plant the seeds of manifestation, I feel like, through this full moon. And we're in that fire energy, the Sag moon anyhow. So I'm not surprised. 2 9s there, and then a 1 and a 3. 9s, again, it's very independent, but it's almost you're getting to the end of something. But you also have to, I think you've hit this space where, like I said, things may have felt heavy for a little while, but now it's like you're seeing a different way of accepting things for what they are, is what Spirit is giving me. So but I think it's funny, because I think when you're in that go mode, you're in a very playful energy. When you are hitting that brick wall, we'll call it. That's when you tend to get very, very serious. Keep your energy light. Keep it lighthearted, because the more you play with that energy, the more your manifestations are likely to come through for you, right? Because you're just hearing, don't take it so seriously. Okay, so very, very important right there. You are guided and supported. I think for some of you too, you might doubt that you are, or in the past you may have doubted, but I also feel like for some of you, you almost feel like you're being wrapped up and cared for. And this is also about caring for your inner child and that curiosity, that general nature of who you are. So, you know, stick with that. Stick with that fun, playful energy. For Leo, please, Spirit. Were we upset from a disappointment, of a heartbreak of some sort? It's kind of how this feels. And for this, could be love, health, job. It could be anything, right? It doesn't have to be just love. But I do feel like they're, you know, learning to renew your sense of self with that celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Just going with the flow. So maybe in these past 2 to 3 months, because that's what keeps coming up for me, for you guys. Again, some serious kind of energy, some heavier kinds of energy. And you may see that things are starting to fall away. You're starting to get out of that funk that you've been in. Leo, I don't remember what was in your last reading for the month of May. I say it all the time. The messages for me, for you guys, are meant for you. They're not meant for me. You know, it's not mine to remember. I'm just the conduit. So, and healing heartbreak. My heart will love again and again. Stepping into something that is offering you hope, offering you simplicity, getting back down to the, it's like almost like getting down to the basics again. You know, a lot of times as humans, we tend to overcomplicate things, make things harder than they need to be, simply because we have an idea in mind of an expectation of how things are going to play out. For you guys, I feel like it is, you know, maybe you've been there for a while, and now it's understanding that if you just go back to the very basics of understanding, whether it's love, it's job, it's career, it's creative projects, it's, you know, health, excuse me, goodness, health, money, God bless you, my daughter's out there, I could hear her sneeze. When you go back to the basics of simplicity, it makes your life easier. And this earth magic is, again, you're grounded, right? I talked about that grounded energy. Just getting back to the firm foundations of who you are and what's going on around you. So, and through that, the power of purpose. You may, I want to say this too, the lesson of the last 2 to 3 months could have been to push you forward into some type of healing or some type of understanding. That this was, if there was some kind of heartbreak, if there was some kind of friction, if there was some kind of funk that you were in, that this was about moving you forward. Because, you know, I think about, I forget whose reading it was, but it said it couldn't have happened any other way. And that's kind of the same thing. Like, in order to get you to understand what it was that just transpired, or what it was that you were doing either repetitively or going through it over and over in some sense, this situation has brought you back to that simplicity, right? It's brought you back to the very basics of understanding that something had to change, and to withdraw your energy in the sense that you weren't pushing so hard. I just feel like you guys were in this constant like fight, like this grappling of trying to pull yourself up is the way the energy comes into me, and it felt very, very heavy. But you're also recognizing it's kind of like, you ever see those, like there's been movies, and I can't remember a specific one, where they might have been down in like a hole or something, and they're climbing to get out of this hole, or, you know, whatever it is. But it's like you're right there, like where you're starting to pull yourself up to the even land, if that makes sense, if I'm describing this correctly. But that's how it feels. Like you've pulled yourself out of this rut. You're right there. Keep going. Don't stop now. Because it's a healing method. It's like you've put the work in. You might feel a little bit exhausted right now from all the energy that was taken, or all the energy that you had to give to get through whatever this was. And now it's like, okay, I'm in a space where I can just kind of throw myself down on the ground and just breathe. And that's really how that feels. That's how they're depicting it to me anyhow, to explain to you. So let's dive in a little further, Leo, and see what's happening for you guys. Spirit is saying that you are on the precipice of change in regards to love. So this can just be the way you love, where your boundaries are, is what I'm getting. You know, I do more intuitive reading than I do anything else. I trust my guides more than anything. So, right, for Leo, Spirit, yeah. Transformational energy coming out of that Five of Cups. There is no more sorrow. There is no more heartbreak. There is no more pain. You know, you're pulling yourself again out of that energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, both cards, significant of Scorpio energy there. That, you know, where it may have like left you feeling a little stuck, a little, it's almost like, I feel like you guys have a hard time dealing with endings, is how this is coming through as well. It's like hard to see how things can change so quickly, so fast, and then trying to find the acceptance of the situation when things do transform and change for you. Leo, you're a fixed sign. You know, that stuck energy, it's what we do as fixed signs. We've got the Knight of Cups. Leo, please, current energy. Queen of Wands comes out sideways. I feel like you bit your tongue on something. I'm not sure what that's about. And then the Seven of Wands moving forward. Again, I just talked about those boundaries. And that's the same kind of energy that I'm picking up on that in the Five of Wands. I feel like you guys might be in some inner conflict even with yourself about perhaps a love offer of some sort or some kind of kind gesture. It may not be from the person you wanted it to be from, actually, is how this feels to me. Because it's kind of like, you're like, let me think about it. No. Let me think about it. No. So this could be work, this could be love, this could be multiple, you know, everybody's situation is always going to be different. So of course, put it where it fits. I think you're starting to see, or gain clarity around where these traits come from, where maybe if this person back here or a situation in the past left you feeling, you know, drowned out or exhausted, you may, it's almost like the universe is testing you a little bit and going, are you going to do it again? And I do feel like somebody comes in with like a, I'm going to call it a half-assed offer, or they could be a little bit shy in how they do this. And it's just like, you need something that's more powerful than that. So you're willing to push them away, because it's like, they may mean well, but I don't think you're having it. I'm also hearing from Spirit, this could be a return of somebody as well from your past. I don't think you're going to entertain it. It's like, no. It's just the way that it comes, the way that comes through, Leo. No. We ain't doing this again. So, it's interesting. Yeah, Two of Cups, burdens, Ten of Wands. You want something that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling. I do feel like your heart space is very much invested in the idea of love and what makes you feel good. I think there could have been some medical issues that you're trying to push through as well at this time. Let's see. Spirit for Leo. Ten of Pentacles. You know, I've done these readings and I feel like the closer we've gotten to the full moon, and here we are, it's tending to bring up past energy for me. I think for the majority of the signs, it's very interesting. It's almost like not revealing so much of the future. So I'm going to take what Spirit gives me and trust that it's for a reason. But I feel like you've really had to maybe put some restrictions on your spending habits too. You've maybe overspent, overdone. I feel like you've been giving in all directions, Leo, for a while. And it's just like you're very freaking tired of playing that game. The Page of Wands, the Hierophant, card of Taurus, Wheel of Fortune, Leo, there you are. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius there. You know, it's like, I feel like somebody is also trying to soothe you. So I'm going to say this. If this was in regards to surgery, I don't know why this is coming through, but we're going to roll with it. I do feel like somebody is coming in with another alternative, you know, and remember guys, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm saying what's coming through the cards, so please be discerning of that. But it's like almost like somebody's giving you another alternative, and that may be a longer road, but it's going to be more, Spirit is saying, more cost effective. So this could be, you know, if you're working and you're going to take time off or something to that effect, there is another alternative, but it's going to be a longer road, and I think that you're aware of that. In regards to love, anything that does not provide full stability for you, you're pushing it away. No more, not having it. You're recognizing that something has got to be done differently. I think that for some of you, you may be leaving relationships and marriages. I do feel like there's a massive change coming in for you guys, and especially around, they're actually giving me July 18th for some reason. So, and that's not too long after the Aries and Libra North and South node starts. But it's, Spirit is saying up, up, and away after that. So, you know, there's healing that is happening here. But I feel like there's a little bit of confusion that surrounds that healing as you're emitting the boundaries that you feel you need to emit. You guys understand you're not far from home. And and when I say that, it's like the energetic idea that you're not far away from reaching certain goals. This has just been a trying period for you that needed to occur. I think that you do have some love and you do have some support that surrounds you. I think that somebody is trying to give you a helping hand in regards to whether it's medical, health-wise, whatever it is, or just support in general, that somebody is coming in and trying to give that to you. Don't bite your nose off to spite your face as well, because I do really feel like you're not trusting your intuition when it comes to a particular situation. I almost feel like there's a tendency to be passive aggressive. So whether this is for you or the cross watcher, discern accordingly. But it's just like, you're not trusting something entirely and thus pushing things away. So be mindful of that. Make sure that when you're emitting those boundaries that they're coming out as healthy boundaries and not emitting from a space of fear that we as humans tend to do, right? All right, let's do some clarifying. This Knight of Cups, Spirit, for Leo. 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords. Yeah, whatever offer somebody has made to you in regards to some care or something, I feel like you think it's a double-edged sword. Whether it's love, somebody coming in, to help you out with some kind of medical thing. I feel like you feel like it's a double-edged sword. It's like you don't feel like you could win for losing. It's just one of those kind of energies that comes in. I feel like you're really pushing a lot of things away in your life that make you just feel tired. And that's a good emitting of boundaries, right? What's this Knight of Cups? 8 of Swords. That card was on the split in the reverse, then it comes back out again. Be sure that you're listening to more of the mental aspects of the self, very much in the headspace, rather than listening and trusting your intuition and where you're being guided to go. Queen of Wands again, and Leo, there you are, right? So it's like you are, I do feel like you feel like you're being pushed forward. I think you're in a very uncomfortable phase of being pushed forward right now, where you may not see clear direction, but you also know that something better is coming along for you somehow. Some of you may be, if you're in the United States, you may be traveling south, Florida, something like that. I'm not sure what that's about. You may be going somewhere to try to find your peace of mind as well. Just getting away from the humdrum, mundane stuff, needing to go somewhere near water. Putting a little bit of that fire energy out, perhaps. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. I do like seeing that on the cut because that's an up-leveling. It's planting new seeds. It's dealing with people that are reciprocal of your energy, dealing with situations that are reciprocal of your energy. Spirit, let's clarify this for Leo. Knight of Cups again. Whoever this is, whatever this is, I think that they left something, this is, like, I almost feel like they're returning. They may have had you up in your head. They may have stressed you out. Whatever. And this can be job. Again, remember that. Put it where it fits for you. Where they're trying to come back in again. And, like, kind of being that knight in shining armor kind of vibe. Where it's like, well, here, let's keep building from where we left off. Let's keep going from here. And, Leo, I don't think that you have... if they've made you empty promises in the past, and again, money, love, health, whatever, you're really doubting their capability to come through and provide and give to you what it is that that they've promised in the past. So it's, again, the need to admit the boundaries there, where it's just like you're not trusting it. If they've, there we go. I feel like you're being pushed by Spirit to admit these boundaries. I will say, don't be cold and abrasive. That 7 of Wands is giving me this cold, abrasive vibe, but you can lovingly admit boundaries when it comes to people in your life, because you're trying to protect your 10 of Pentacles. You're trying to protect what it is that you have worked for in your 10 of Cups. You want happiness, you want joy, you want fulfillment, and there you go. Yeah, I said you're trying to protect it, right? There's that 4 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. you know, you're holding on to what is yours. And I think that you think that this person or this situation might come in and derail that for you. You know, they might see you doing really well in some capacity, and now they want a piece of that. And I think that you're also in a space too, if you're, you know, you're looking for love and you're looking for stability, that, you know, manifesting that power of purpose. I talked about manifesting right now as well. You know, be very clear about your manifestations, that you know what it is that you desire. So I feel like you're willing to wait for that. Some of you, I feel like you struggle with the wait. It's sometimes you're like, I'm really good and comfortable here. Other times it's, I'm ready for this. What's going on? You know, that type of energy. Trust the spiritual nature of where you're being directed. Trust the spiritual nature of where you're being guided to go. Don't put too much into it, okay? Don't get too in your head about it. All right, 2 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Don't doubt the fact, if you got up and you left a situation with a person or a job or whatever, don't doubt, because I feel like, you know, you just want to be happy. You want to be in your wish fulfillment. You want to feel good. You want to be lit up. You want to find partnership in any capacity, again, whether it's job that's equally giving and taking, love, health, whatever it is. But it's like you got up and you left a situation. And maybe in the past too, I'm also getting this feeling that somebody in the past, you know, if they got up and left, like kind of ghosted you, went MIA, they couldn't find the confidence, we'll call it, to speak their truth. It's almost a little bit like coward kind of energy, where they didn't have the ability to say what they wanted or say what they thought or say what they needed, and thus ghosting you and just going, well, I just won't say anything at all. It's like, and I still get this impression of somebody taking back their words, so empty promises, like changing their mind about what it is that they're going to do or how they're going to be with you or for you. If this is job opportunity, you know, they may have promised some kind of raise or promotion, and now, you know, you were banking, maybe you went in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, you know, he's counting on that Christmas bonus. And so he goes and he buys, it was the pool or the RV, I can't remember now, to get, you know, Jelly of the Month Club or whatever, you know, Jelly Member of the Month or whatever. So it's kind of falling in like that, like you expected rainbows and butterflies from a situation and you got jelly. So you felt like you got cheated, right? You're feeling like you got cheated. And so now you're looking more into, and Spirit just said legal situation too. That Hierophant can be legal matters, you know, where you feel you've gotten cheated in something, where you're really starting to look forward, you know, to it. And I think maybe you gave somebody or something really the benefit of the doubt, and it's left you in this place of struggle. So when they come back in kind of sly, making some kind of offer to you, it's like, go pound salt, my friend, like, we're done here. So you're like, if I have to take action in other ways, then that is what I'm going to do. So, you know, you guys always do what's best for you, right? Always. So what is this 10 of Wands about? The Chariot, forward movement. Yeah, you're just going to move on. You know, and that Chariot, he doesn't have any reins. He's trusting these horses to guide him forward. He's along for the ride. But you're recognizing 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Wands. Again, 10 of Wands, again, that there is no other option at this point but to move forward. If you've been let down, hurt, disappointed in any capacity, it is absolutely time to move on. So when you feel that nudge and that urge to leave a situation, trust that it is your gut going that this is enough of this. And I feel like, again, I'm going back to that Queen of Wands in the sideways position. You are having a hard time trusting your intuition. I think you want to see the rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, that kind of things, but you're also recognizing that the situation itself, and we talked about, you know, simplicity, that it's almost like the situation got carried away, right? So maybe if you were in a love situation that things started off real hot and heavy and started to fizzle out pretty quickly, the need to ground yourself and come back down to earth, as I see in that Page of Cups. If this is a work situation, you know, rainbows, butterflies, unicorns, everything beautiful, and then all of a sudden you start to see the decline in their words and actions matching. So it's that type of energy that you're dealing with, Leo. This 10 of Pentacles in reverse. What is this, Spirit? Nine of Swords in the reverse. One or 10 more here. Leo, Leo, Leo. There you are. King of Pentacles. It's like you're dreaming of a day when everything is just stable for you. It's not just your love. It's not just your money. It's not just your health. It's not just your home. Where everything is forever stable. And I talked about that travel. Two of Wands, indicative of travel again. You may need to get up, go somewhere, catch a reprieve, get your heart and your mind right so that you can move forward in a positive direction. It's okay to take downtime. And you may, for some of you, I feel like you might meet somebody on this trip that maybe even they've got wise words, they've got the experience. You could be dealing with somebody, you may have to go see somebody that is going to help bring you out of this paranoia, this stress, this lack of confidence moving forward. And I am going to add, I'm going to clarify a little. What is to come for Leo Spirit following this situation? Page of Cups. Do not give up hope on what it is that you're working towards, okay? As long as you're keeping a safe space between your dreams and aspirations to the reality of things, you know, keeping yourself grounded through a situation, I think it's going to work out. Yeah, Temperance. It's going to balance out. You're going to find other people to work with, and collaborate with, come together with, that is going to be better for you. Queen of Cups. It will be just and fair, and I think you're going to leave situations behind that you felt like were extremely unbalanced, extremely unfair. Nothing, just maybe some arrogant bullshit and things like that. But you are finding a balance in time, but you've got to stay at it. That King of Swords in that reverse is, to me, you've really got to stay out of your head about this. Feel your way through it. You know, we're meant to feel before we think. Allow yourself to feel your way through it and pay attention to how you're feeling, why you're feeling, where you've seen these situations before, because it's going to be indicative of the change that needs to happen for you. You know, you guys, for being a fire sign, you got a whole lot of water here. A whole lot of water. So it's, you know, you're going to need to balance. The advice is to balance those things out between, you know, the dream and the reality. And trust that what is coming through is meant to come through the way that it is for you. You are being guided by spirit. You are being guided by, you know, a heightened sense. You are being protected. You've got to trust that. Something to do with the shoulder as well. Something to do with the shoulder and the arm. I know somebody, I don't know if they're watching or not, but you're going to be fine. You're not going to lose anything, any extremities. Crazy things that come up. It's hilarious. Just trust it, Scorpio. Trust it. Or Scorpio. Oh my god, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Trust it, Leo. Good grief. I'm losing my marbles. Signs on the board. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius. What else do we got here? A lot of cups. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. My brain is not working. And then Cancer and Leo again. So those are your key players here, guys. Doesn't mean you're dealing with those signs or in a Taurus, but you could be. Empress of the Pearl. You have an inner gift of great value born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, and provided you are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on your growing light rather than getting caught up in suffering. Again, to ground, not to overthink, overanalyze situations. You're going to need to find a balance between the emotional and the mental space, the capacities in that regard. So, a forward movement. I'm going to say cut your losses too. You know, some things just don't work out. As humans, we have a really hard time dealing with that. We hate it. We're like, you know, that ego, that pride gets in the way. Sometimes the very best thing that you can do, Leo, is just to be done. You know, walking away from a situation that is not serving you, or walking away and choosing something different, that is more of a powerful energy than anything, that you can just get up and be done. Get up and walk away from the shit that's not working for you. Because, you know, we hang on to these ideas and these things, and it's just like all we do is beat ourselves up in the process. But I do think that you're working towards cutting it out and cutting it out in the same time, so that you can go back to the very basics. It's almost like starting over, but it's okay. You're heading in a much more positive direction, and I seen that there with that Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So Leo, if you found this video resonated for you, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Feel free to share, feel free to comment, keep comments nice, lovely, and all that good stuff. Be honest though, right? And then you can check me out again at holisticallyzenwv.com for all other personal services and everything. You can feel free to schedule through there as well. So you should be able to. I think we fixed that. If not, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those good apps too, through Indigo Moon WV. So Leo, I'm wishing you a fantastic June. I'm hoping to get more readings out. Cross my fingers, not making any promises. I do have 2 major events in my own life going on this month. So we'll go from there and see what happens. All right, Leo, sending you all my love. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.